Hi guys, I'm Jigglez and welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. For those of you who don't know me, it's my passion to teach you guys something new in every video. I like to use affordable makeup products in all of my tutorials. Most of the time they are generally under $30. I like to make sure that everyone can have the opportunity to do the same look with real and sincere reviews about these products. In today's tutorial, I'll be doing this full face matte makeup look. I used some new products that I liked, some old products that I liked, and some old and new products that I officially don't like. So if you like to see which products I use and what I thought of those products, then just keep watching. To moisturise, I'm going to use this Sukin Hydrating Day Cream Moisturiser. So I'm just going to pop that all over my face. You always just want to make sure that your face is properly hydrated. It gives you the best effect with your makeup. It also protects your skin. I started to notice, especially under my eye area, I've been getting lots of creasing in my new wrinkles. So I bought this Sukin Antioxidant Eye Serum. So I'm just putting the tiniest amount onto my finger, spread it on both fingers, and just dot that under my eyes. This will help it stop creasing and filling those lines. So for primer, I'm using Face of Australia Face Base Primer. This has got vitamin E and chamomile. I haven't been the greatest fan of this product, to be quite honest, but I'll give it another chance and see how we go. Then for my dark circles, just to colour correct the areas, I know I've always used my favourite product, which is the NYX Full Coverage Concealer in Orange. Unfortunately, you actually can't get it in Australia unless you order it online. But today I'm going to try a product that's available from drugstores like Priceline and Target. So this is also a dark circle concealer. This is in medium. So these concealers have orange pigments in them to help. And I have tried it a few times before and I find that it gets really blotchy. So to help the blotchiness and to make sure that it goes on nice and smooth, I'm just going to grab my Sukin Rose Hip Oil and put in the tiniest drop into the actual concealer itself. So just one drop. Then just grabbing a concealer brush, mixing it all in and just dabbing that on. I find the biggest problem with this concealer is that it moves around a lot. So what I do with the damp beauty sponge, I'm just going to go and blend all of that out. I just find with some of these NYX products, there's lots of sliding going around, and I will put my finger and see how it's just kind of removed an area already. So I'm not sure how well it's going to cover up. Then with my Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle Concealer from Maybelline. I love this concealer. It's just beautiful. It's such a good highlighter. I'm just going to do a quick highlight and try to get more coverage onto my dark circles. Prime my eyelids and work in any extra areas that the foundation might not cover up. Just going ahead and also blending that out, as well as the concealer on my eyelid. So because of the wrinkles that I was talking about earlier, what I want to do is, before the concealer can get a chance to crease into my lines, I'm going to grab my translucent powder from Face of Australia, just blot my damp beauty sponge into there and just really quickly set that. And whatever's left, I'm just popping that onto the concealer onto my eyelids to also help them not crease. So for foundation, I'm using the Australis pressed powder, Fresh and Flawless in darkest brown. To be quite honest, it's slightly depressing that this shade is what they classify as darkest brown. And I'm going to use a big fluffy brush, pick up some colour, tap off any excess, and just start working that in. Just do a really quick application. It just brightens up your face and makes it more even and just looks good, in my opinion. Yeah, I can already tell you that I'm not a fan of this primer, and I'm not a fan of that NYX concealer. My dark circles are still there. I don't know if you can see it so much in the camera, but I can see it here, and the powder, especially like on my nose, it's not sticking. It sort of just looks really powdery. So instead I probably would have used a BB cream under, maybe a tinted moisturiser, just to give it some extra base to stick onto. In this foundation pack, it's got two sections. So it's got the foundation part, and it's also got a little compact mirror, as well as this sponge that sits in the bottom here. I do really like this foundation. I do wish that they came out with more colours. So I'm just going to grab that sponge and just work it in some more, especially around my nose. Definitely could have been better coverage, but I think I'm going to blame that onto the primer, because that usually doesn't happen. It's disappointing. So going on a date tonight. So I'm just going to move on to brows real quick. So what I'm going to use for brows is this NYX micro brow pencil. You really have to be quite careful with it. It's very fragile and it breaks apart quite easily, which is slightly a nuisance. So this pencil is in chocolate. What I'm going to do first is just make sure that there's no product in my brows, as well as making sure that the hairs are going in the right direction. I'm going to just trace out my brows. The thing that I've noticed with NYX brow products, each different type that I've used seems to be really harsh or something, that it actually pulls my eyebrow hairs out. You see my eyebrow hair on my finger? It's strange, and I'm not sure why that happens. Oh my god, is this a tutorial for failed products or something? Another eyebrow hair just came out. I love the application though of this pencil. It's really easy to work with. You see how micro that is? It means it allows you to get really, really sharp and precise. Oh my god, another eyebrow hair just came out. Seriously, what's going on today? Maybe it's a bit too warm. Was a big thing I noticed when I went to NYX's studio. When they were giving us different makeup to try, the colours didn't really match me, especially the eyebrow products. There was another one that I tried, it was supposed to be dark brown, and it definitely came out as more like a dark blonde colour. The only other colour down from that they had was black, and I'm not black. Maybe at heart though. Not happy with that colour. That's fine. I'm gonna just I'll fill it in after with some powder. And another eyebrow hair comes out. That colour is a bit of a fail on me, to be honest. Good pencil, I think. I don't really understand how it's possible. It's not really that rough. So I'm just gonna go in with my BOIS Brow Definition Kit. Still my favourite brow product. It costs like $6 from Kmart. Can't go wrong. Then picking up a flat angled brush. I'm gonna be mixing the darkest colour with the brown colour, tapping off any excess, and I'm just going to go over this, just especially around the edges, just to make sure that it matches my tone. It's better already. I swear brows take me the longest. That colour looks way better, but still not perfect. Pick up some of this Fit Me concealer by Maybelline and just clean up. Then going in with my Rimmel Brow This Way Styling Gel in Clear, just to help the brows stay in place. Now I'm just going to contour my nose real quick, so I'm grabbing this NYX contour palette. I'm going to mix these two colours together and draw a straight line down. I know it looks really harsh right now, but don't worry, I'll fix it up. And just blending it out. Just to lighten the contour up, just grabbing my fluffy brush again, just grabbing some more product and popping that on, just to give it more of a natural look. Next I'm going to bronze my face, and what I'm going to use for bronzer is this Rimmel Sun Shimmer Maxi bronzer. Grabbing a big fluffy brush, popping that right in, and just warm up my face. Because what happens when you, especially with lots of powder, you tend to look really washed out and your face looks very one-dimensional. It almost tends to remove the shadows, really. So just by bronzing up the face, not really contouring, but I'm just adding some beautiful colour where the natural shadows would be. And just on the nose, just a little bit. Yeah, chin. So now it's like a sun-kissed kind of look. And for blush, I'm going to use Moore's Preferred Blush in Celebrity Crush. I love this blush colour. Grabbing a fluffy brush, same thing, tapping off the excess and working from the back to the front, because if you go right here, you'll end up with a lot of unnatural colour. I'm not going to highlight today. My heart. Because I'm going for the matte look, I'm going to keep no highlighter on, except for one area. But we'll get to that. So for eyes, I'm using this Matte 2 palette from Chi Chi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this shade right here and popping that all over the lid. with a big fluffy crease brush, I'm going to grab this colour right here and use it as my transition shade and popping that higher than my natural crease, just to make sure it looks like we've got larger eyes. If you want a really flat canvas to work on, if you've got like lots of creases or if you've got hooded eyes like myself, I can't just be like, it doesn't really work. So if you tilt your head back, it actually allows it to become more of a flat surface, and that way it shouldn't get in the way of your work of art. I'm going to work it a little bit onto my lid as well. Just doing window wiper motions as well as circles, just little circles, and just building that colour right up. So same colour, same transition colour. The great thing about these colours is that you can build them up. You can get darker effects of the same colour. It's quite nice. So I'm grabbing another crease brush and I'm going to use this colour down the end here and pop that in that outer area and rolling it onto my lid, just on the outer half. Then grabbing a clean crease brush and just blending them together, especially around the top. Beautiful. Grabbing an even smaller crease brush, and I'm going to grab that very last shade here and pop that right in the outer section, the outer V. Grabbing that clean blending brush and just making sure it's all even. I am finding that these colours are slightly hard to blend. They seem to be a bit patchy almost. Can you see how, I don't know, can you see how something's going on in that area? Just going to grab this colour again and work that just at the end to hopefully blend it out a bit better. That's better-ish. I'm not happy about this. Seems to be a couple of fails in this tutorial. It's looking a bit failish. It's not looking blended, it's not looking nice. So if you're going too high with your eyeshadow, as I have done here, I've got another trick for you. Foundation powder. Pick them up and just pop it on where you want to decrease the size. What do you reckon? Good trick? You see the difference now? It's just to soften up that colour so it doesn't look so harsh at the very top. Better. I am finding that this eyeshadow is a bit patchy though. One more time just to try to blend it out again. I'm going to grab this tight flat brush and pick up the darkest shade and just really get close to my lash line in the corner and just work it and bring it inwards. Now I'm going to go in with the same brush that we used for the dark shadow in the corner, but this time I'm going to use this colour here, which is the second colour that we used, and just smudge that out. Now I'm going to grab this straight white shade. I'm going to use that to carve my brows. Wish it was a little more pigmented. I'm going to go with my Color Bible palette that I love so much and pick up this lighter shade here just to have one area of light, one area of highlight. Lovely. So I'm going to do winged liner, which you know how obsessed I am with wing liner. And I promise I will do a tutorial without any wing liner on, and it'll be great, it'll be fabulous, and it's going to rock your socks off. But for the wing liner, the liner I'm using today is this Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing. I love it because it's like pink purpley colour with black. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. This pen is awesome because it's got two different areas. It's got one area that makes it really precise, and it's got a fatter area to fill it in. And I think that's just genius. It's a beautiful colour, it's a beautiful finish. So I'm just going to create a wing, fill it in, and just fix up that little end there. Did you see how easy that was? Seriously, it's awesome. I do love this liner, but I'll tell you a problem with it in a minute. Just let me focus on this. No talking and liner at the same time, just. You gotta make sure it's on its side because it's really, really easy to have it flipped on the wrong side and go in here and end up with this huge thick line here. Then it be thin and beautiful here and thick at the end. It's like, oh, why? Why you do this? Why? But look at that, so easy. So glossy, it's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. Alright, I'm just gonna do that on the other side too. So, as I was saying, the problem with this is it's great in winter when it's like a cool day. If you wear this liner when it is hot and you're sweating, it will run. And I'm telling you, because when we went to Queensland, I decided to wear this out on a really hot day. It was like 31 degrees. And it was just not happy. It was like, blah, 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 and it was like, so, beautiful to wear at night time if you're doing not a lot of things. And then for mascara, I'm using my telescopic mascara by L'Oreal in Extra Black. I love this mascara so much. Okay, remember my trick? When you want to dip back in, you want my mascara, make sure you swirl it around. Don't lift it in and out. If you push it in and out, you'll dry out your mascara and totally ruin it. So my time management is totally horrible. I was supposed to leave 7 minutes ago. 11 minutes ago. See, there you go. Time management. It's great. So, no lashes, only mascara. But we'll live because this mascara makes your lashes look like God's gift. And then for lipstick, I'm just going to throw this on really quickly. I'm using the Ulta 3 Ultra Matte Longwear Lip Cream. This is a new product that I got from Brisbane. I'm excited to try this. I'll put on a little bit of rosehip oil. Make sure they're moisturised. I am in a rush, so. Oh, I want to smell it. Oh, that's pretty. Right on the nose. Wow, it's really creamy. It was nice and easy. Ooh. I hope it stays on. I hope it lasts. And some setting spray. That's it, right? I think so. I think we're good to go. Australis makeup finishing spritz. Oh, so good. And then I love doing this at the end when I've just popped it on. Just make sure it's set into everything. Voila. Alright, so for the record, this NYX concealer does not even compare to a straight orange pigmented concealer. So I would not be using this to replace my orange concealer, as I think it personally didn't do a great job at covering up my dark circles. There's still a lot of grey pigment coming through and it doesn't look as highlighted as it could. And there you have it. Here's the final look. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and that you learned something new. If you like this tutorial, please give me a big thumbs up, even if you found it entertaining and not very helpful. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite brow products are, and I'll see you in my next video.